Don't mind me, I'm recording a video over here.
I didn't even know you were in here.
I don't really know what to talk about anymore these days. I mean, I'm still interested in MBTI, typology, Enneagram. And I don't know, I mean, I feel like most of my thoughts about it these days are just things that I've already talked about in other videos, so I just feel like I'd just be rehashing stuff that I've already done videos about. And I still participate in online typology groups, and I sometimes send people links to my old videos whenever they become relevant. And still, it's like new topics do come up about new theories about cognitive functions and theories about relationship compatibility or whatever. I don't know. I just anything that's like just more complex than what I've already studied, it just doesn't really hold my interest anymore. Could just be an issue of just me being a sensing type and just kind of feel like I've exhausted like stuff that's personally relevant to me. Okay, yeah, true. I did get married a few months ago, and at one point I even thought I was gonna end up doing videos about like stuff I've discovered, you know, as a newlywed, ISTP, being married to an ISTJ, how that's for. Even then, there's nothing really surprising that's come up. I've kind of, I'd just be rehashing the same old SI versus SE, TI versus TE. I mean, if you just wanted to know, yeah, marriage has been going great. But still, not a whole lot to talk about. That's her, by the way, doing Pilates. And those ISTJ versus ISTP videos, like those, to be honest, those were really never that popular. I mean, so if I just go by pure view counts, the comments, they don't even really like address the stuff I talked about in the video. They just say stuff like, "Oh yay, I'm glad you two are happy together." They don't really talk about the subject matter, and it's like, well, okay, how many? I did like, well, maybe like 6 of those videos, and yeah, that's pretty much all I ever got. Like, I think the people who watch my videos just aren't really interested in ISTJ versus ISTP differences, or it could just be like these are mostly intuitive types watching my videos, and I guess I shouldn't really be surprised that there's not a whole lot of demand for videos talking about what it's like for an ISTP to be in a relationship with an ISTJ. It's not a really common pairing, I don't think. And for anyone who's not either of those types, it's like, well, who really cares? You know, they're like INFJ. They want to know what it's like for an INFJ to be in a relationship with an ISTP, or whatever type they are. They want to know like how do you handle the thinker versus feeler differences, or the sensor versus intuitive differences. But it's like you don't want to hear about like what it's like for a sensor to be in a relationship with another sensor, or a thinker with another thinker. I've looked online, and it's like I couldn't really find much about SI versus SE conflicts, or TI versus TE conflicts, and well, maybe there's a reason for that. It's just not something that people really want to know about. So yeah, there's not much of a point of continuing on the series of ISTP versus ISTJ differences in the relationship. Even now that we're married, it's just it would just be more of the same types of differences. So then I briefly thought about asking the viewers, like making a video, asking the viewers, what do you want me to talk about, or what topics would you be interested in hearing me talk about on video? And then like I almost immediately realized I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about stuff that other people suggest. That's sometimes I get comments on my videos saying, "Hey, can you, what are your thoughts about the Big Five, or what are your thoughts about socionics, or what do you think about this theory?" And I'm just not interested in talking about them It's just something about myself. Like I'm just not interested in talking about a topic that I didn't come up with myself. In other words, if I wasn't already interested in the topic, then it's going to be even harder for me to get interested in it just because somebody else suggests that I talk about it. It just feels more forced, or like I'm back in school and having to do an assignment or something. It just takes all the fun out of it. So it's like I'm kind of stuck in this paradox where I don't feel like talking about something that other people don't want to hear about, and I don't want to talk about stuff that other people suggest that I talk about. So what's left? I only enjoy talking about things that I'm already naturally interested in talking about, and that I know other people are interested in hearing about. And I've pretty much run out of those at this point. So that's why I haven't been doing that many videos lately. That's all I can say about that. But I'm sure I'll get creative again sometime in the near future. I'll just make some more videos at that point. Definitely not going to promise anything. So just leave it at that. There's just not a whole lot of demand for, what is it like for an ISTP to be in a relationship with an ISTJ? This is my ISTP cat here.